What if I told you like you can get a weapon that has a silencer, a scope, and a laser pointer, and all of that for only 40k rubles. And if you call within the next 5 minutes, you get...
Okay, jokes aside. For me, that build's one of the best in the whole game when it comes to insane budget builds. Scope, silencer and laser pointer, so I can land headshots on close to medium range, which is surprisingly easy with this gun. Then nobody else hears the shots due to the silencer, so my location is still unknown. Furthermore, nobody will take the weapon, so the insurance is almost a guaranteed return. And as long as geared players are not using face shields, I can still kill them with a bullet to the eye. As said before, pretty easy with this thing, as recoil is low, single fire and you have a scope. And when you drop a player that has gear worth 1 million rubles while you are using a 40k gun, that's the best feeling ever. You could of course use rip ammo when you want to be more spicy. So, how do we build this thing? For that price. First thing, buy a Saiga 9. And since nobody wants that, it's even cheaper than the trader sells it for. Skier sells it for 15k rubles and you should get it around 10k rubles usually. Then edit that thing and first change the cover to the Ishmash SN. As scope on top of that, I use the Cobra EKP reflex sight, it's the cheapest one. Then you can use the Recoil Pad to lower the recoil even further. I don't use it, but it's there and it's cheap. Then we're gonna ignore the mag for now. Replace the handguard by the Polymer AK-100 series, which allows a hand grip and an attachment. So place the NC Star Blue laser on top of that. Then again, I don't use a hand grip, but for better ergonomics you can pick the VGP. Again, the keyword here is cheap. In the front we place the Vityaz silencer, I guess that's how it's pronounced. And of course you could also place a muzzle brake for even better recoil, but I like the sound suppression as other players don't know where I am on the map when I shoot somebody. Alright, let's build that thing then. So all of those parts are available at traders and pretty early in the game. But again, since those parts are usually not played by anybody else, because not too many people play a Saiga 9, they are even cheaper than what the trader sells it for. Most other guns, that's the other way around, so the trader is the cheapest one and everybody else goes going crazy with the prices. But with the Saiga 9 it's the opposite. You buy the parts and assemble the gun. All you have to do now is just sell the other parts that you have and don't need anymore. I know it's a bit more than 30k, but you want to take away the recoil pad and the grip, since they're not really needed. You land around 30k usually, but of course the flea market fluctuates, so it can change. But usually it's around 30k, 10k for the weapon, so we are at 30k right now. We need a mag and ammo. The magazines cost around 2k, and usually when you build like that, you calculate one magazine inside and one reserve. So that makes 4k rubles, and the ammo is so cheap, let's not even talk about it. And with the ammo it depends on what you want to play. I personally try to land headshots, so I just buy the cheapest one because every single bullet deals enough damage to kill on impact on the head. But you could also use rip ammo. Just remember the Saiga 9 is a single fire weapon, so you won't be downing player as fast if you use a full automatic submachine gun with rip ammo. That's why I personally try to land those headshots and optimize the weapon for exactly that. And there you go. Again, the handling of the weapons, so the ergonomics is pretty nice, and I myself come from video games like Rainbow Six Siege, where basically only aim when you have the intention to shoot, so you don't run around aiming down sights. Having good ergonomics is pretty nice. With the laser pointer you don't even need it most of the time. It's the laser pointer you can shoot at medium range insanely accurate, or surprisingly accurate for a weapon like that. So you have good handling and a pretty impressive accuracy for that price, and that's what this weapon is all about. For 40k rubles, with ammo, with magazines, more or less, and you are still a threat to anybody that doesn't wear a face cover, which is pretty rare in Tarkov, since most people usually use ammo that penetrates a face cover, so nobody's using it anyway. So I had amazing runs, and even if you fail, it's only 40k rubles and you will get it back with the insurance because nobody is picking that up. So if you're looking for a cheap weapon and you don't encounter the maximum geared player every raid, then give it a try. I mean, it's almost free. Here in comparison, AK, it has around the same recoil and ergonomic stats. It's a bit worse, but it comes close to it. And if you want to assemble that, that would cost you around almost 90,000 rubles plus the weapon for 20-30,000 rubles, so 110,000 rubles approximately. That means you can build 3 Saigas for the price of 1 AK like that with the same stats. If you add magazines with good ammo for the AK on top of that, you land around 150-160,000 rubles. And if you die, that weapon is gone. That's gonna be taken, and don't worry about it. So yeah, the Saiga doesn't have ammo that can penetrate high class armor, but for such a cheap price, yeah, you're gonna have a downside. So try to hit the head. And if you miss, don't worry, get the weapon back with the insurance. Alright, and that's it again. If you liked this video, then of course a like is appreciated. Questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section below. And of course, if you like this type of video, subscribe for more. And see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.